Well, let's stay with events in Syria because joining us from Washington is Andrew Tabler, Senior Fellow at the Washington Institute and author of The Lion's Den. Thanks very much for speaking to Newsday. Just explain to us the significance of the rebels getting hold of those border crossings in Iraq.
That's a huge move. Actually, there have been a number of areas in the country where central government control has been eroding. The fact that they have border crossings is significant, and it opens up, of course, the door to lots of other things that could come over those borders, including weapons going forward.
Frequently talk about tipping points. I'm loath to use that phrase, but is this, do you think, another potential escalation of the rebels' control?
Certainly, it's a milestone, but milestone to what? The regime is well armed. It has many elite divisions. Its demise, it might not look like Cairo or Tunisia or Yemen, for that matter. It might look very different. It might just be that the government loses control of territory, gets us something closer to Libya. The question is, will that involve Western powers as well? And after today's dramatic veto by Russia and China, that brings us a step closer to having to form a coalition to deal with the crisis in Syria.
And you mentioned that veto. What about the situation with the observers? Their mandate expires on Friday. What do you think the next step will be?
It's a good question. Ramadan begins the same day. That's usually when violence spikes. The monitoring mission, they quite rightfully don't want to go out because they believe they're in danger. We don't have agreement at the UN. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with tomorrow. But I doubt after today's veto we're going to have much progress.
Andrew Tabler, good to speak to you. Andrew Tabler from the Washington Institute.